Let us say you want to create an infographic poster. You browse the net for inspiration and you see a lot of designs. And suddenly you like a particular design and you want to create something similar to that for your new poster. But then doing this manually from the ground up is a pain. So what is the solution? That is where AI comes to rescue. In this video, you will learn a simple step-by-step process which I call as SER method that allows you to extract the style of any design piece, like say an infographic poster, and reuse that style to create your own design that can be stunningly beautiful. I will demonstrate the process practically by picking a design from the net, extracting its style, and create a new poster that follows the exact style and that looks beautiful. I'll also give you the exact prompt you can use so you too can get the same results that I got. I'm Ramgopal from presentationprocess.com. Let us jump right in. First of all, what is SER method? SER is the abbreviation for style extraction and recreation. The basic concept of the method is this. As humans, we are good at recognizing good design, but we are very poor at describing that design. On the other hand, AI is excellent at describing patterns, provided you ask it the right way. So the workflow becomes, you bring the taste, AI translates the taste into instructions, and you use the instructions to create the design you want. Let us see how to apply this method in a step-by-step way. The first step is to find the design you like. I went to this site called reallygooddesigns.com looking for some inspiration for infographic posters. Here they have an article called 28 awesome infographic examples for your inspiration. So I started browsing it. I like this design, this one, and this one was really stunning. And you can see that this is a very distinct style. So this is a nice piece for me to demonstrate this method. So I'm going to extract the style from this poster and recreate a new poster. Here is a very important caveat. Please note this carefully. Never ever replicate the design of someone else. You are only going to get inspiration. You're going to learn from the technique used by the designer and then create something on your own. And the next thing is, for the sake of transparency, always attribute the original designer. For example, in this case, I have shown you the exact source from where I took the design, so you know where to go to. For example, this design is by someone called Eric Koch, and you know exactly where to find this design, and that is in reallygooddesigns.com/infographic examples. Now that we understand the ethical aspects of this practice, first let us right-click and then copy the image and go to ChatGPT and paste that image. After that, you write this prompt. Let me show you the construct of the prompt. The prompt is, analyze this design and create a detailed prompt that could be used to generate designs in the same style. Include, and you see the various parameters I used to extract the style. Color palette, you need to get the exact colors or descriptions, typography, the fonts, weights and sizes, layout structure, the grid system, spacing, visual elements, icons, shapes, gradients, mood and aesthetic, specific design principles used, and any unique techniques or effects. Format this as a complete design prompt that someone else could use. You can take a screenshot of this prompt if you like, but the main point is to extract all these style requirements with all the parameters very clearly defined. When I did that, I got this result. You can see that it says design style prompt and it is called as chalkboard infographic menu. That is the name that is given. And you see the details here. For color palette, it has given me the primary background color, the primary foreground color, the accent color, the optional secondary accent color, color rule. Everything is very clearly shown. Typography system, and what exactly are the fonts used, what is the weight, and then what is the secondary headline font. And then I have layout structure, what is the grid system used and how many grids are used and how many columns are used, the hierarchy, spacing, alignment, all the details regarding that. Visual elements, what are the illustrations and icons used, and the various examples are shown here, the stroke style, outline color, and we have texture and effects, mood and aesthetic, design principles used, and unique techniques to replicate. So you can see that ChatGPT has done a phenomenal job in extracting all the design elements of the particular infographic I liked, and I can use this to create any new design in exactly the same style. Now we have also got this final piece which says final copy paste prompt. And you can see that there is a clean prompt that is generated by ChatGPT, which incorporates all these elements. I'll show you where exactly to use this prompt so you can create your new design. Step 2 is to decide the subject of your new infographic poster. In this case, I want to create an infographic to warn seniors of the various phishing scams that are happening today, so they understand what are the types of phishing scams that are commonly used and what are the steps they need to take to avoid being scammed. So this is the prompt I used. I want to create an infographic poster on the topic phishing scams that target seniors. I want you to succinctly describe the common tactics used by fraudsters to scam the seniors and the few essential precautions that seniors need to take to avoid being scammed. And this is the result I got. You can see that we have common tactics used by scammers and the examples like fake urgent messages, impersonating trusted authorities, etc. And then we have essential precautions for seniors and the details are given here. Now, the key is all the information is given in such a way that it is easily possible for us to translate this into an infographic poster. And that is very important. And that is the reason why I asked ChatGPT to succinctly describe the details. Now that we have the design prompt, and we also have the subject to create the infographic poster, the next step is to open NotebookLM. I'm going to create a new notebook. The first step is to copy all the text here and go to copy text and then paste it here and then say insert. You can give this a name. So I'm going to click on the 3 dots here and go to rename source. And let us say this is source 1 phishing scams and say save. Next, let us go to infographic and click on the pencil icon and choose the orientation. I want portrait. I'm not going to choose any of these visual styles because I already have a distinct visual style that I want to replicate. So let me go to level of detail and say standard. Don't choose detailed option because the result is usually very dense and I don't really like that in an infographic poster. I always choose standard, which is a happy medium between concise, which usually gives very little information, and detailed, which actually packs the whole thing with a lot of information. So standard is a good option to choose. I'm going to click that. And here in the describe the infographic you want to create place, I want to write the design prompt that I have created earlier. Right click, copy, and then go here and then Control V, you paste it and then say generate. And while we are waiting for NotebookLM to generate the infographic poster, let us see where all this idea can be applied. You can use it to create presentation slides following a good model. You can use it for infographics, course diagrams, and even create YouTube thumbnails where you can copy the structure, not the art style, copy the structure so you can create some very good YouTube thumbnail designs. You can use it for educational PDFs, once again for the structure, Notion dashboards, reports, and white papers. So this SER method has universal application where you want to focus exclusively on the content and not worry too much about the design aesthetics because you can always draw inspiration from some good design sources. There I got the poster. Let me click on the infographic and you can see this beautiful design. We have a nice title. You can see that the font used is hand drawn and there are some stylistic elements that are added by NotebookLM. And we have a simple summary of what exactly needs to be done and the various tactics are shown on one side. And we have how to stay safe or the precaution details are shown on the other side. Just enough information to be useful and it is not too dense. I really like this kind of design for infographic poster. Let me copy this image. This is the original design. Let me paste the new one. Now look at these two side by side. Let me go to slideshow so you can see how close they are. Handwritten font, handwritten font. The grid is different, so it is not an exact replication. Remember, we have used the principles, but we have not replicated the design, and this is ethical. And this is a good thing because you normally do it intuitively as well. You go to various sources and see good ideas, and then you try to use those ideas to create your new creation. One of the best things to do is actually to find good designs from multiple sources. Take around 3 or 4 good designs and then study the layouts and see the common characteristics between all those good layouts and then create a prompt that extracts the lessons from them and then use it to create your new design. And your new design will have the best of elements from the various sources that you got inspired from. And naturally, that new design will have your own stamp of authority on it. And once you're happy with the result, you can use the same prompt for your future designs and use that as your style guide. NotebookLM is a versatile tool, and we have created quite a few useful videos around the same tool. I'll queue up the next video on NotebookLM right now on your screen. You can click on the link, watch the video, and learn some more interesting things about NotebookLM that you didn't know earlier about. So click, watch that video, and become good with using AI for your presentations.